Anna Gavrichova loves watching this music video on the internet. It's called Our Madhouse is Voting for Putin. It's a satirical take on politics in Russia. It's set in a fictitious mental hospital where the patients are left to their own devices. The doctors and carers are described as lazy, greedy, and corrupt. More than 2 million Russians have watched this video online. Anna says it gives her the courage to carry on.
Everyone used to just stay at home with their families, just complaining among themselves. That was all. And now we feel like we are many and we're united, we're creative, and we want to make a change at last.
The success of their video took the members of the band Rabfak by surprise. Alexander Semyonov and his band usually play their satirical music in cabaret theaters. They don't see themselves as an opposition band, but the new anti-Putin protest movement has put them in that position.
These protests have been a breakthrough for our society. The message they're sending to the one in power is clear. They're saying, hey, why are you cheating us? We support that sentiment, but we are not political activists.
But these demonstrators certainly do see themselves as political activists. They distribute white ribbons to show that their protest for fair presidential elections is peaceful. Anna Gavrichova is a financial analyst. She works for an international company and earns a good wage. Like many of the people here, she's profited from the Putin regime. But she says she's had enough of the blatant electoral fraud and open corruption in Russia.
I can't afford to buy an apartment in Moscow. Friends of mine work as financial auditors, so I know why. A flat in Moscow costs 40% more because of the bribes you have to pay.
Even just 3 months ago, hardly anyone in Russia would have predicted such a long-lived opposition movement. It seems to have taken the authorities by surprise, too. Political scientist Nikolai Petrov says Putin is clearly at a loss as to how to deal with these nationwide protests.
Putin is used to being the czar, the strong man, the leader. But these protests have turned him into a weak leader. And he'll continue to be a weak leader after the elections. He'll no longer be in a position to dictate terms and will have to make compromises.
The musicians of Rabfak want to expose Putin's system for what it is by making it appear absurd. They took part in past protests, although they doubt the movement will be successful. Putin is still a powerful opponent, and the band members believe he will win the first round of the election, even if by electoral fraud. They think the White Ribbon movement is no danger to Putin's power base.
These people will not be able to act effectively enough to achieve their goals. They aren't able to find a leader. There are just far too many people, each with their own axe to grind, and getting in each other's way.
Anna Gavrichova says she will keep on protesting even after the presidential elections. She says because the White Ribbon movement is made up of so many small groups, it's a difficult target for the state apparatus.
That is the great advantage that our movement has. There is no one single great leader, just lots of little people. They can't take every single person to task.
Despite the arrest of many government activists, Anna Gavrichova is undaunted. These stickers say, "Vote against Putin." Anna says the movement is already a huge success simply because it has mobilized so many people against Vladimir Putin.